Hello there, YouTube. Hope everybody's having a nice Friday afternoon. I'm in my backyard, section 333 here. Little housekeeping. Smoking this is my Savinelli Tortuga rustic in a bent pot, I believe. And I'm smoking Bill Bailey's Balkan blend by Dan Tobacco. Sitting in my backyard, just relaxing. Got the dog on my lap here. Drinking a cup of coffee. And here, nice fine winter morning. Backyard is filled with snow. We had a big snowstorm last week on Saturday. So, interesting day. Bundled up. Still enjoy a good smoke though, even on a winter day. You know, it's interesting, the coffee I'm drinking, this is good old chock full of nuts coffee, which there's no nuts in it. The interesting thing with chock full of nuts was they were one of the first coffee shop chains in America, and I live here on Long Island, which is, you know, a little east and south of New York City. And as a kid, I used to travel to the city with my father, and one of the highlights was going to Chock Full of Nuts coffee shop around the corner from where he worked. And you know, it was a different age back then. Everybody wore a suit to work. All the men wore overcoats and hats, appropriate wear. A lot of men wore hats back then. And Chock Full of Nuts, the coffee shop, was all laid out, and like it was very. I thought it looked very modern at the time, and now, of course, it would look very antiquated. It's you had a lot of silver, and stainless steel, and polish. They had these stainless steel bar stools that you sat on. All the coffee came. You didn't get a paper cup when you got your coffee. They served you your coffee at the counter. You had a date nut bread sandwich. The coffee came with a saucer and a cup. As much hustle and bustle as New York City was compared to what I was used to. Got a helicopter going overhead. Yeah, looks like one for the hospital too. Big one. Well, anyway, you had your date nut bread sandwiches that maybe cost like 50 cents. Everything was like 50 cents a quarter. I think The coffee was 50 cents. I used to get hot cocoa. That was probably 50 cents or a quarter. That was probably a quarter in all honesty. Because it was really just, powdered chocolate and, with some hot water, And maybe they put some marshmallows on it for you, because you were a kid, but it was a very different day and age back then. But, it was weird because as much hustle and bustle as it was compared to what I was used to growing up, I was, you had that, the city would make you, I was like a little scared to be in the city, but I was also excited to be in the city too. And now, you can take it or leave it with me. I prefer the country now. Prefer the woods. But, yeah, it was just very different. And I know, like, younger guys that might be watching this, you all must know somebody who's older who talks about when everything was a dime or 10 cents or 50 cents. And, I was a young kid then, I'm almost 50 now. But it wasn't that long ago where things were really a lot cheaper. But money was harder to come by, things like that too. I think my parents' first house cost them $21,000. That same house would sell for, $550,000, $600,000 now here on Long Island. But, the economy's changed, the money was harder to come by back then. But, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like the YouTube pipe community, though, too, is I was saying before how things seemed more slowed down in its pace. Even though it was hustle and bustle, it's definitely not what it is today. Definitely not what it is today. It's the thing I like about smoking a pipe is I rush around all day long, and I maybe smoke 4 or 5 pipes in a week. So maybe one a day. Sometimes I think on a weekend I might smoke 2 a day. 2 on a weekend, like maybe 2 on Saturday I'll smoke. So this is my second pipe of the week. These lighters work great indoors. I find that the best lighter for outdoors is still the Zippo, with the side drilled out. The pipe Zippo. I think that's still the best for outdoors. I find I get no wind issues or anything like that with that pipe. But I think smoking a pipe slows me down. Makes me decompress very well for the day. It really helps me to decompress. It's one of those things. I feel like you could, as busy as life can be, I feel like you can smoke a pipe, settles you down. I guess that's why some people smoke cigarettes and things like that too. Cigarettes I never really got into. I used to smoke cigars, but I find this to be more of a relaxing agent, and nuances of the tobaccos are better too. It's make something like this, the Bill Bailey's Balkan blend. Beautiful, fine cut, burns beautiful, chars right away. I keep it relatively dry. I'm puffing like crazy on this, as you can see. I really enjoy this. There's no tongue bite. It's very smooth, very rich, very creamy. The Latakia in it is just on point. It really is. It's definitely one of my favorite Balkan blends, or Latakia based blends in general. But yeah, this is great stuff. So there's some of you older guys out there, do you remember, how different the world was? I mean, I just remember how different the world was 20 years ago. And if you told me I'd had a phone that I could make recordings with and, video chat with, this is almost Dick Tracy technology, I would call it. Yeah, I have a watch that has a camera on it, for goodness sakes. All right. Well, that's pretty much all I got for today. I thank everybody who's watching. And please comment, leave your comments. Share it. Share the video if you'd like. Subscribe if you'd like. If you haven't already subscribed. Mostly just my friends watch these. But I really enjoy making these videos. And kind of like a diary of the things you go through. All right. I hope everybody has an excellent weekend. And I'll do a full review on the Bill Bailey's Balkan blend. I got some other reviews coming up. Baba Yaga by Ash and Ember. Love you guys, Joe Gibbons. Stay true. Let's see what else. We got a couple other blends. We're going to do Drew Estates Meat Pie, Drew Estates Heirloom Cherry. We're going to check out Quiet Nights. And quite a few tobaccos coming up in the Latakia Flake number 9 by Brebbia. So we got quite a few reviews coming. All right, so stay tuned, and like I said, I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful weekend, and stay warm. It's cold out here. I know if it's cold here, I know if you're in the Midwest, it's freezing. So, all right, peace out.